Uh, uh, it's actually a little bit annoying that every time we do this, it turns out that Microsoft Flight Simulator just doesn't work. And so every single bloody time that we do this, we end up having to watch watch the download screen some. But it's a nice download screen. So we're just gonna. Oh, I forgot my tea. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. And yes, get out of the way. That's right. I'll be right back. No, no, you may not. Actually, let me see if I can sit. If I sit over here a little bit, can you still? You can still see my face when I turn to see them. Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. For reference, yes. The supposed peanut gallery is essentially sitting to my right all the time. All the time. Oh, let's do that. How about that? Does that look good? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So they're sitting. They're sitting to my right. Oh, right. I don't have. I need to have full body body capture. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe a leap motion thing. So. So what are we doing today? Obviously. MFS is updating. Therefore, today we are just going to chat. Like I'm just gonna do random things on stream. First is going to be looking at leap motion and see how much that is. Is it called Ultra Leap now? Yeah, it is, right? I remember I was actually one of the very early people who were excited for leap motion, and this was because I was like young and very much because I was young and very much not aware of how crappy these things are. So let's see, leap motion. Oh, unavailable, unavailable. Leap motion VR developer bundle. Oh wow, okay. Controller. That's a little bit steep. Let's check that site. Oh, okay, that's much better. That's much better. Okay. We don't. Oh, what about the head-mounted one? VR develop. Oh, this is. Oh, this mounts it to your. They mounted it to an Oculus here. Yes. Okay. Okay, but we don't need that, obviously, because a lot of these companies are already doing that anyway, right? Both HTC and not Oculus, not Facebook, Meta. That's it. That's the one I was trying to. I imagine that. Zog changing company names. It's fascinating to me. Oh, I should add that. And tech exec fascination with Web3, AR, etc. It's fascinating to me that they are like this, because I mean, obviously I'm not like this. Does that mean that I'm does that mean I'm a bad Doesn't. Sorry, I just got a note from Sidewind. Did I restart the stream? Did I restart the stream? No, I didn't restart the stream. Twitch, hi, how are you? Did the stream restart or something? Well, you let me know. What was I saying? Right, I was saying, all does that make me a bad or a good tech executive? And I'm leaning towards good, in a sense, because okay, in a sense, okay, what defines a tech executive, right? A tech executive is defined as sort of no, that is not what defines a tech executive. Let's be very no. Okay, out of all the insults, I can at least talk about one of them, which is the blood sucking one. And just because Peter Thiel does it doesn't mean all tech executives drink blood. Okay, just because just because he's still trying to get in touch with his own gay side and well, obviously Peter has a lot of things going on in his mind that are rather interesting, but that's not the point. The point I'm laboriously trying to get to is a tech executive is someone, in my definition at least, is someone who disrupts the space but also keeps or okay, no. The ideal tech executive is someone who okay, I was tying my hair, just relax. So I was trying to say that and tie my hair at the same time, and then someone outside just some of them started booing me and knocking on the glass lightly. Yes, because it's glass. Remember? Yes, you. Anyway, a tech executive, an ideal tech executive to me. Oh yes, yes. Is someone who disrupts but also keeps the greater benefits of society alive, right? Disrupts. Oh, I see. Yes, that's a good point. Let me. Oh, no, actually, we'll do it a different way. Let me just do this a little bit so that when I do that, everything. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, let me. But then I also need to go here. Give me 1 second. Upper body, smooth value, smooth it up, amplitude up. Okay, that's good. That's good. This is a better broadcast plan. Okay. Ignore me. It's fine. It's fine. So a good ideal tech exec disrupts but keeps benefits to society in mind. Right? I think that's clear. They Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on, scroll. There we go. But that's not what I wanted to do either. Okay, just give me 1 second. Let me do that. Oop. There we go. Oop. Okay. There we go. Hi. Yes, no, they didn't just stare from me outside my door. They started booing me because I was trying to tie my hair and talk, and then they were trying to be mean. But of course, they're incapable of being mean because they're all just petty. Anyway, so ideal tech executives disrupts but keeps benefits to society in mind. So I would argue personally, of course, that our boys like Zuck, like Elon, like who else am I thinking? Eric, when he was still part of Google. They they're very much ego driven, and so they are not ideal tech executives. They have toys that they want to play with, and they play with them all the damn time, right? And that's an unfortunate part of whom they are. Oh, I should smooth eyes a little bit. Let me just try that. That's good. Rotation amplitude. No, that's good. We're good? We're good? We're good? We're good? Okay, good. Oh, it doesn't do upper body leaning, but that's fine. That's fine. That's not important. Anyway, so bearing all of that in mind, I like to think that I am a better tech executive than these lots. Especially in I mean, okay. Not in creating. Well, okay, that's actually an interesting question, right? Creating shareholder value. Have they been? Right? And here's the question, right? Like, is the tech shareholder value simply a is it something unique about these people, or is it the globalization that came with the opening of China and China joining the WTO, and an entire 15-year, half a generation span of excessive, not just cheap labor, but technological development and cheap research labor that came from the well-educated Chinese diaspora that escaped, or let's not say escaped, that left the country and went all over the world over the past 30 years, right? And so, oh, quit, just listen, don't worry about it, it's not important. And so, I would argue actually that a lot of what made modern society, i.e., the explosion in tech after the dot-com bubble, and the massive leaps in consumer electronics, all of that was, in essence, enabled by China joining the WTO. And actually, that means that there is nothing extremely special about tech executives. There is nothing special about tech executives. They mainly benefited from China joining the WTO and providing a massive amount of cheap physical and skilled labor, right? And I think this is, to me at least, this is indisputable. It absolutely. I mean, I know you guys talk to a fair amount of these. Us, me, my people. I don't know, my peers. We're all dumb. As the lot of you keep saying, right? There's nothing special about me, and so there's nothing special about my peers either. And that is exactly the point. Tech executives it's a serendipitous marriage of them being in the right place at the right time with the right types of support that exists because of cheap labor and massive productivity growth, right? And you don't see a diaspora that is quite so self-contained, low effort, low maintenance, and obedient as the Chinese diaspora that made up research and development for the past 20 years. Go to any university, go to any research building, biological or otherwise, and you will find that the vast majority of people who keep those places running are Chinese. That has been my experience, right? Like, yeah, you all have the PhD students, but you also have the master's students who decided they didn't want to do a PhD, or they were simply outcompeted for a PhD position, but they then settled for running a lab or running a manufacturing research facility, and there are uncountable amounts of these people. And what will you do when these people disappear? Who else will you draw on? You don't have the manpower to replenish this loss when these people, right? Because these people have the key about the one of the massive Chinese popular diaspora that exists is that a lot of them have a lot of experience back in China, and when they left, they applied that experience, and they were able to then just hit the ground running and work really hard. You don't have another pool of labor that is like that. You simply do not. Right? Like and so either somehow you make your labs run by themselves, or we will see a productivity crunch in the next 20 years. That is just how it's going to end up, right? Like Chinese diaspora retires. And what will you do? Who knows? You try to make it up, but we are in the US. We have, even before the current manual labor shortage, we have had skilled labor shortage on the order of millions. What does that tell you? That means there is demand for labor, but the educational system does not allow people to actually graduate into the skilled workforce. And you can blame that on all sorts of things, but the most important one that I would argue that you can blame on is yourself. Just blame yourself. It's all your fault. And you, especially you. Yeah, I'm pointing at you right now. One of our older and more senior boys just decided to drop by and come and watch me, and yes, well, I mean, you put yourself on the spot, so yeah, no, it's all you. Yeah. Anyway. No, well, I mean, okay. Going back to much earlier when we were talking about ideal tech executives. Yeah, no, these guys are just. Let me just do this. You tab these guys in, and then the modern tech exec is just a rich bro. Nouveau riche. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? Forgot how to, oh no, I didn't. No, that's the correct spelling. Yeah, nouveau is just nouveau riche with some toys, right? And so you look at Jack of Dorsey fame, right? Oh, am I X limit? No, I'm still good. You look at Jack of Dorsey fame, and really all he's doing is he's playing with bitcoins and crypto, right? Like Elon, all he's doing is playing with Twitter. Another one that everyone will know, and whom we've talked about, Peter Thiel. He's playing with dudes. That can be misunderstood. I'm not talking about his homosexuality. I'm talking about the fact that he's going out and electing a very conservative Trump adjacent senators, right? Like just 2 days ago, right? JD Vance. Yeah, right. Like it's they all have their toys that they want to play with, and almost all of these toys are libertarian skewed, because libertarian ideals appeal to these libertarian thought appeals to these little boys that think they are above the law, right? Because in essence, if you go down to the very core, if you read Ayn Rand sort of and try to understand what she's saying beyond libertarian causes, it is that for certain people there are people who are simply above the law, and in many ways it is a very fascist interpretation of life, right? And that's fascinatingly interesting, given that Ayn Rand is also Jewish. Anyway, not important. Not important. The point I'm laboriously trying to get to is that these are just bros, right? Like, and they're just bros with money, bros with money, bros with money, and they will do whatever they want with it, and that's, that's, unfortunately, that's fine. There's nothing we can do about that, and there's nothing I'm planning on doing about that, and there's nothing anyone else is planning on doing about that, because there is simply nothing we can do about it, right? So it's can I, yeah, I suppose I can switch it over. One quick second. Transform, rotate clockwise 90 degrees, make it bigger. And then, let me just, essentially, can I? No, I can't. Okay, instead, I'll just make it invisible. There we go. There we go, excellent. If this helps you with your college papers, congratulations, you're very welcome. But this is just the world as at least as I see it, right? And I mean, your progenitors, obviously, they must hold some amount of respect for the way for my interpretation of the world, otherwise they wouldn't allow you to watch me. So, or they wouldn't recommend that you watch me, let me put it that way. So yeah, this is, I don't know, this is what people do, right? Like and I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think this is bad necessarily for humanity. And here is where I will start trotting on some progressive feet. I don't necessarily think that this is bad for humanity. because what? Because, how do I say this? Because disruption will happen regardless, right? Because since humans are just animals, no, that's not absolutely logical. Let me put it that way, right? So because humanity is not absolutely logical, disruption will happen regardless. There's no way for us to since humans are not absolutely logical, there. Can you stop doing that while I'm live and like broadcasting to the world? Because I really want to respond to that, but I can't. Anyway, since humans are not absolutely logical, there's no way for us to avoid conflict. And I would rather that conflict takes the shape of technological disruption rather than war, right? And that is my take on it. I would very much rather we have our conflicts via technology rather than via war. I think I at least to me that just makes more sense than anything else, right? And so I don't think it's bad for humanity because the greater trend of civilization is always towards civilization, right? Like as tautological as that is, it is true, right? So, because we are civilized society, we will tend to trend towards being civilized societies. Let me just double check. I just want to quickly install a spell check. Ow, excuse me. Well, it's not that I don't trust my own spelling. It's that I can never remember whether something is spelled in the British way or in the American way, right? So it's always a little bit upsetting when I get it wrong. En, I want ENGB because I learned my spelling in via the British system, but I've been in America for so long now that it's weird, right? Like it's simply not. It's simply it's like if you learn two different dialects, but you're not really great, and neither of them are. You're learning a new language, and you learn two different dialects, and you never you sort of use them interchangeably because modern society uses them interchangeably, and and that's me, right? So it's, I mean, obviously this is not my first language. English is not my first language, so I cannot really in good conscience say that, what the English that I preach is true, or the ground truth. But I will say that my English is a lot better than most of you, and isn't that just sad? Well, I mean, Quitch, your English is broken, and that is fine because first of all, your English is not your first language. Second, you don't use it day to day, right? Compared to some of our, what do we call them, regular students? Yes, some of our regular private school students who grew up here, went to good schools, what they claim to be good schools, are now in positions of rather big importance, and still spell like well, still spell like the way that you do, and it's just right. anyway, we're basically done for today. I mean, what else am I gonna talk about? The news. I suppose we could talk about the news. Talk about me being a barista. I could, dude. I mean, I make a pretty mean latte. Actually, hold on. I don't think any of our progeny have ever had had my lattes. Have you? No, I can't think of any of them. I have met some of you quite a few times. We've gone out for drinks, but we've never actually like come. Yeah, why don't some of you come if you're around? Yay! Bring them in. Let's do some coffee tasting. We'll. Oh right, yes, we'll Starbucks getting into the NFT game. Oh, let me write. Uh, so Starbucks always championed this thing called the third place, right? It's, the first is home, the second is work, and the third place where you feel comfortable and you're able to work. And Starbucks likes to pretend that, oh, you come to Starbucks as a coffee shop and therefore you can work here, blah blah. It's completely stupid. It's completely stupid. It's but the point is, you can tell when a leadership is not doing well when they pivot from a completely unrelated sector into NFTs. And this is not okay. I need to also note this down. Not AMD, not AMD. Yeah, what is AMC? AMC, right? AMC. Yes. American Entertainment Holdings. Whatever. Entertainment Holdings. AMC, whatever. Not important. Not AMC, because AMC really, really... Okay. Obviously, originally, we never expected AMC to be one of the champions of crypto, of quote-unquote Web3. But my boy... Oh, what's his name? I need to look at it. AMC CEO. What? Adam! Wait, is it? Hold on. Yeah, okay, yeah. AMC, Adam Aaron, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and being of his age, I'm fascinated by the fact that he's I mean he's doing quite well, right? And his pivot really did a number to save AMC. So that's fine. But it needs to come with Web3, crypto, NFT need to come with personality, right? And nobody at Starbucks has that personality. There is no personality at Starbucks that can do what AMD has done. It's simply impossible. And so the fact that Starbucks is trying this only shows how desperate and how useless the leadership is, right? Can you donate to renovate my... No, if you donate to renovate my office is not a charity, and I will not turn it into a charity. So you are literally that would... I mean, we can set up a fund within the private school, or the not private school, the Discord server, that would fund my office renovations. That is completely legit, and in that it takes your regular contributions and it just adds another... it doesn't add any to your normal contributions, but rather it allows you to channel your contributions into different areas. I think that's okay. If our general counsel can comment on that, fairly certain we can add that just sort of ad hoc, but you cannot donate on top of that to a Muse's office reconstruction fund, because that's not a charity, right? Okay, as long as we're clear on that. And also, my office is tiny, right? Like, maybe we should start a pressure campaign to get our boy who... Did he leave? Oh, he left. Okay, get our boy to give me a better office, or just give me like half a floor, right? Give me half a give me half a floor. 1 second. Petition for our boy to give me half a floor to turn into a coffee shop. No, seriously, I'm genuinely serious about this. Give me half a floor, and I'll turn it into a coffee shop, and then we'll get all of our progeny year 1 students to come in and do their homework here, right? At least the ones that are here, right? I don't want you to fly all the way from where some of you are, from London, to come and do your homework and then fly back. As much as the airline industry needs your help. But anyway, we have far exceeded my expectations today, so thank you very much for watching. No. Thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox, please don't do Chrome, and I shall see all of you guys tomorrow for our Friday drinks. And I don't apologize, because I didn't waste a single second of your time today. Bye now.